This is Lady B Breaking News Channel. You are welcome once again. Please hit the subscribe button if this is your first time of watching my video, and hit the notification bell so that you always be informed whenever I post any video. So my antenna the way carry news can't give me today. Not be smart thing o. This news is say Mike Davis apologized to Apostle Suleman. So last month, abi 2 months ago, I no even remember it because I don confuse. I no know which way again. You accuse person say sleep with your wife, you will be the same person wey come apologize. How we wan take believe this story now? I no know. He say the man sleep with him wife. He say the wife dey under spell. He talk say the man say he go make am disappear. All of them na this Mike Davis talk after he begin dey beg. Now wow, which one we go believe now? Make una advise us o. So Apostle Suleman, if you know the Apostle Suleman now, wey Stephanie don first accuse, before this one again come dey accuse am. Nobody know. Me, I no dey there o. I no know when e happen. Na wetin my antenna carry come give me, now I dey tell una so. So make una listen. The first video wey Mike Davis post, make una listen to am. Una go hear all the things wey him talk. The things wey he talk, how the man sleep with the wife, wey the wife confide in am, tell am how he come forgive him wife later. But na him still be the same person o, wey pack comot for the house, even return bride price sef. Na him still be the same person wey come dey beg again. So which one? Make e kuku come out come talk am say Apostle Suleman he no sleep with him wife, so that all of us go say we hear o. This matter e tire me. So make una listen to am. After una listen to am, una go listen to the one wey beg. He beg o. He beg Apostle Suleman, beg church, beg him wife, beg. This one not be small tori. The matter big. So make una watch the video now. Make una watch am. Any comment wey una get, make una comment below. Make una share my video, share o, and subscribe, and press the notification bell too. Okay o, listen o. This one they shoot bird the mama fly. Listen to the video.
I got married to my wife, Pastor Faith Unose Edeko. You can check that up on Facebook and you'll see it. Pastor Faith Unose Edeko. That's the name she presently answers now. I got married to her, in 2008, December 6th to be precise. After we actually courted for, were probably in relationship for about a period of 10 years, because we knew each other in secondary school, and our friendship developed from there, until when we came out of school and all of that, we both, came into agreement to raise it, to start a home. But prior to this time, when I finished school, because I had met Apostle Suleman, and we started out. I was the first campus pastor of Ambrosali University, Ekuma, Edo State. And when I met Apostle Johnson Suleman, being that my wife also knew I was connected to him, so I established contact between the two of them so that he also would know her. And from that time, after meeting my wife, I noticed that things were basically never the same. But although I didn't really put my mind to it, because as at then, he was somebody, I greatly esteemed, somebody that, I've come to love, and then, somebody I dear so much, and I saw as a spiritual father, because my father passed 3 months after my wedding. March 2009 was when my father died. And when I met Apostle Suleman, I was really not bothered, because I felt that, I could have a father in him. But my wife had mentioned to me of one or two things, of his invitations of her to, to Benin, to Reliance Hotel. Those of you who know Benin, I don't know whether Reliance Hotel is still there. I think along Aduawa and all of that. Sometimes we will invite her over for, to pass the night with him and all of that. I really wasn't bothered because my wife was a virgin. You see, because I didn't, consider it as a child of God to have anything to do with my wife for that period of, time that we courted, because of the kind of home I wanted to build. And that was how it continued and on until we got married. I never, as a matter of fact, because of the way I saw him, I couldn't even imagine that because of my background from the Catholic Charismatic Renewal. That was where I was raised. So I couldn't imagine that, you could, if a father could have a daughter that he probably would want to, especially one that he knows that this was his son's, fiancé, that he would want to have something to do with her. So that was it, and we got married, and 2019, I was posted, 2009, I was posted to Osun State. Okay, I think 2010, I was posted to Osun State because I started out in Asaba. You can go to Asaba and find that I started out pastoring with Asaba, Omega 5 Ministries Asaba. It was myself and Pastor Greber who started that branch. Then from there, I was posted to Benin, Urubi, branch 2. Everybody in Omega 5 Ministries, they know me very well all around the world. They know me, Mike David. I pastored there for a while before Pastor Azemen. When I left, Pastor Azeme Azena, that was when he took over branch 2 before he became pastor of branch 1. So I was posted to Osun State. And Osun State, Omega 5 Ministries Osun State started exactly the year that former president of Nigeria, Yaradua, passed. And that was when the ministry started in Osun State. So after then, we had our first daughter because myself and my wife were married. We got married 2008, December 6th. We had our first daughter 2009, November 24th to be precise. That was when we had our first daughter. And between that November 24th and between that November, towards the end of 2009 into 2010, the idea for Celebration TV and Rema for Living, was being hatched and discussed, and getting it started, became, the part of the plan on ground. So my wife, who happened to, prior to that time, who was a staff with NTA Redman, Apostle Suleman had to reach out to her that they would need her services, and support to build Omega Celebration TV and of course, Rema for Living and all of that. So because of that, while we were in Osun State, she would have to, shuttle between Auchi and all of that, and back and forth she was traveling and all of that. People who attest to all of this. All of these I'm saying are not new to anybody in Omega 5 Ministry, especially those who were in Auchi and all of that. So that was it. And then one of the days that my wife went to Auchi and came back, this was 6 months after we had our daughter, 6 months going to 7 months. She came back from Auchi to Osun State, and she called me privately. She called me into the room and said that 2 days after that she wanted to talk to me, and that her conscience was killing her over something, she considered too abominable to conceal. So, and I said, what was it? And she said that while in Auchi, that Apostle Johnson Suleman, lodged her in Uyi Grand Hotel. Many of you know Auchi know Uyi Grand Hotel, and that he came there and slept with her. And in the moment he said that, the first thing, that came to my mind was about my daughter. And immediately I asked, I said, where was Michelle? Because that's the name of my daughter. She said to me that Michelle was on the bed, pushed aside, and I asked her a question. I said, you mean you slept with a man, but my daughter on the bed? Then I had to let it go because there was nobody I could tell, and I could not fight Apostle Johnson Suleman. If I had mentioned it to my family, if I had mentioned it to her family, nobody would believe me. And if I sent her away, the question is people would want to know what happened. And for the fact that she spoke to me of her own free will, I had to let it go. I forgive her. After about two days thereafter, I told her, I've forgiven you. And that was how we kept on, and the amorous relationship between her and Suleman continued. But one thing I knew was that my wife was hypnotized. This was not the woman I got married to and I knew for over 11 years. So that was it. And eventually, the situation degenerated and all of that.
Fellow Nigerians and everyone around the world, in view of the issue that has been ongoing for the past weeks now, I have personally been on a spiritual sojourn, and I have received instructions from the Lord to take the step I'm taking right now. So personally, I want to apologize to my father in the Lord, Apostle John C. Suleman, and Mama Lizzie John C. Suleman, and Omega Fire Ministries around the world, for the frictions that were generated, and probably in the manner in which I reached out for help. I want to say I'm deeply sorry. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
My people, una don hear the matter. Una don hear the contradiction. Who we won't believe now? Make una subscribe to my YouTube channel o. Another tori dey come. My antenna dey waka up and down. The gist dey come. Make una subscribe o. Press the notification button and help me share. Thank you. Bye.